April 2023, the second quarter of the year. That's just insane. The way the time flies is just crazy to me. Guys, welcome to April's Reset. We are getting ready for the month of April. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Linnell. I am a doctor. My husband is a doctor, and we have 2 toddlers. This month is a bit atypical for us. We traveled, and we are currently in the Gambia, Africa. If you want a little bit of backstory, I will link the video for you in the description box where my husband talks a little bit about his journey to Gambia. He's originally from Sierra Leone. But long story short, we are not home. We are in the Gambia. And so this April reset is more of a travel edition, let's call it that. So as usual, we are going to use this time to reflect in the previous months, look forward in the upcoming months, set some goals, think of what worked, what didn't work, and how we can move forward. But all of this is going to be focused on traveling. All right, so let's start off with a little bit of reflection. I use a goal planner called Cultivate What Matters. They guide you through a process of planning for your goals for the year, but then they break it down by quarter. So the first quarter of the year, January, February, March, and then the second quarter of the year, April, May, and June. I really like this system because I think it gives you bite-sized pieces to achieve your goals, and it makes things a lot more attainable. So if I were to reflect on the first 3 months of the year, I would say that it was definitely a success for us. Our main goal in the first quarter of the year was to plan for the trip that we're having now. It took a lot of resources for us in terms of brain power, planning everything, finances, saving for it, and we did a lot of that in the first 3 months of the year, which was a goal of ours, and I think that we did it very successfully. So yeah, first 3 months was very successful for us, and we did accomplish the goals that we had set out to do, thankfully, and thank God. Let's talk about what worked and what didn't work. I would like to take this time to think back on our trip. It was a very long trip. It took a total of we left St. Lucia on a Thursday and we arrived at our final destination on a Monday. So it took pretty much an entire weekend. We set it up that way because we had little kids. But if I had to look back, and we have to do this again when we're going back home. So if I had to look back on what worked, I would say what worked was the teamwork between my husband and I. We basically had to tag team everything. So if one person was taking care of the kids, making sure they were not getting into trouble, then the other person was taking care of the rental car or checking in or giving the passports or something like that. It was a constant tag team. Hey, you do this while I do this, and it worked really well for us. And so that's definitely something we'll be doing in our trip back. What did not work? We had way too many carry-on pieces. So we had 3 tickets and 1 lap child. So we had 3 carry-ons, plus my personal bag was very big and Ibrahim had a personal bag on his back. I think that was way too much. We really tried to have more because we were scared. Since we had little kids, we wanted to make sure we had enough change of clothes, pampers, snacks, activities, and so we packed everything into our carry-on, and I was very scared of losing our luggage, so I wanted to have a few things on hand just in case it took maybe a few days that we'd have a change of clothes, underwear, just in case our stuff got lost. But it was very overwhelming having, even after we checked in our luggages, having all of those carry-ons in was very overwhelming. So that is something that did not work, and our plan for our trip back home is to make sure that we lessen on the amount of things that we have in addition to the kids and the stroller, to just nip it down to the bare essentials so that we don't have too many things when we're walking through the gates and checking in and all of that stuff. All right, so now that we have looked back, let's look forward, and we're looking forward into the month of April. What are my goals for April? April is a vacation month for us, and so I really have very simple goals for the month of April, and that's 3 things. 1, to read. I brought books up. I know they were heavy and they took up space, but I figured, hey, I'm on vacation, I'm not working. This is a perfect opportunity to read, which I have been doing, and I'm very proud of myself for that. I'm almost finished with my first book, so it took me a little bit, about a week, to finish 1 book up. But my goal is to read. My second goal is to enjoy family as much as I can. This is the first time that I'm meeting Ibrahim's brothers. It's the first time that I'm meeting his dad. I met his mom at our wedding / graduation, but our time together was very short. So this month right here is a really good opportunity for me, especially to spend some time with my in-laws. It's also good for the kids to spend some time with their grandparents on their father's side, and it's of course an opportunity for Ibrahim to spend with his family, which he hasn't seen in so long. So our goals for April is not very ambitious. We just want to rest and enjoy family. My third goal for the month of April is to edit. So we really wanted to document our trip to Gambia. It's very special for us, and I really wanted to document it and have it up and share with you guys. So far a lot of you have enjoyed it, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here and you joined because of these travel vlogs, please note that is not our regular life, okay? So if you subscribed hoping that you're gonna see travel vlogs all the time, this is just a month out of our life. But I really want to document this trip and this special time for us. So that my third goal is to edit. So if I'm not reading, if I'm not spending time with family, then I'll probably be editing a video so that I can have it up. So if you've been enjoying these videos, let me know, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can see the rest of our journey here in the Gambia. All right, so let's end this video on a fun note. I am going to show you some of my favorites. Since this is a reset travel edition, I'm going to show you some of the things that really were lifesavers during our travel trip. So first of all, we have a power bank. This, I'm not sure the name, how you pronounce this brand, but it's INIU. It's a power bank. It came in really handy because there were some planes that we could not charge our phones on, and so we used this, and I was able to charge my phone a complete charge and charge Ibrahim's phone a complete charge. So we charged 2 iPhones completely on one charge of this power bank, which I thought was great. It has 2 outputs, so you can charge the phones at the same time, and then it also has a USB-C, so it's compatible with a lot of devices, which for me was great. Something else that was really good for us was this bib. This silicone bib came in handy because the kids had to eat. In fact, that was one of the ways we kept them occupied on the planes and on our trip. Whenever they were bored, we gave them something to eat. But if you know toddlers, you know they're messy, and so we didn't have enough change of clothes to be changing them every time they ate. Pin it around the neck. It's adjustable, so we use it for Bella, we use it for Katie, even though they're different in size. You pin it around the neck and it catches the food here. So if you know when they eat it and things fall off, we put it under here. It catches the food, it prevents them from getting dirty, and because of the material it is, it's very easy to clean up. So this was definitely a lifesaver for us. And then I also got Pipette sunscreen. It's a mineral sunscreen, SPF 50. The sun here in Gambia is hot, so I bought this mainly for the girls. It's actually recommended to use mineral sunscreen as opposed to the other type for kids. So I got this for them, but I'm actually using this for myself as well. So this came in very handy. Because it's a mineral sunscreen, you don't get that white cast that you usually get from the other type. Then you have my 2 personal favorites. I got this beautiful, gorgeous bag here. It's a toiletry bag that when you unzip it, you have the possibility to, now it's empty of course because most of the things we have in the house, but when we were traveling and in the hotel, you know, you didn't want to unpack. This came in very handy. So we would hang this in the shower, and then we would have all of our little toiletries here, which brings me to another favorite of mine. Are these travel, I don't even know how to call them, is a travel jar. So basically it's 3 ounces. It's perfect for TSA. So I emptied out my facial wash in here and my facial cream in here because they're big bottles. I didn't want to carry them, and so I have them in here. And then at the hotel it was perfect because I could hang this in the shower. I had our toothpaste, our toothbrushes in here, I had deodorant in here, cream in here. It packs a lot actually. And then you fold everything up and then you zip it up, and then it's a nice little bag. Lots of colors, lots of designs, but I love the blue one. It was very pretty. All right, and to match was this beautiful, you know, like travel jewelry case kind of. It unbuckles at the front here, and then it opens up into multiple sections. So you have a section here for rings, you have a section here for earrings, which clips at the top here. You have a section that zips in here as well. You also have a zipper pocket here. I have my watch bands in this pocket here, and then on this side you can put bracelets, chains, and then you can add in anything here in these pockets. I really found this to come in very handy, you know, when you want to travel with jewelry, but then if you put it in like a box, it gets tangled up and it gets lost. This is very cute. It folds up very small, so I really liked it. I love the design. Of course, it's blue and then it matched with this one, so I got them. Of course, these things are not necessities, and they should not break the bank. So I only recommend, you know, getting those things if it's part of your budget and it's not gonna set you off. So those are the things that really stood out to me. I will have all of them linked in the description box if you're interested. If you're traveling soon, if you are traveling, let me know where you're traveling to. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe so you are tuned in for the upcoming videos of our stay here in Gambia. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to let me know what are your goals for the month of April, and if you are traveling, where are you traveling to? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.